high school for CTN's live coverage of American Legion Baseball. Tonight, the Coon Rapids 334 team takes on Maple Grove, post 172. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro behind home plate. And Howie, a muggy afternoon, but two teams playing pretty well, and this should be a good contest.
Yeah, Coon Rapids comes in at 9-4, Maple Grove 5-2.
Mason Myrie leading off, a roller to Brian O'Dwyer at short. He throws across to Cole Newell for out number one.
Yeah, Coon Rapids split their last two games after we saw them. They lost 3-2 to St. Michael, and then they beat Brooklyn Park.
Well, they got a forfeit against Brooklyn Park on Thursday.
Oh, that I did not know.
And they have been off for
since
more than a week.
Yeah, since then.
So Jaden Kopp digging in, takes a pitch down in the dirt from Noah Black.
Jaden's been struggling at the plate this season, just hitting 105. And, we saw him in the high school season. He was hitting the ball well, and he would certainly like to get that average north a little bit here and start with his first at bat.
Another pitch missing low and skipping to the catcher, Chayton Fisher. That one right down the middle, belt high for a strike, 2-1. Yeah, Maple Grove, a lot of these guys from the high school team that finished fourth at state. Called strike at the knees, and Black gets it back to a 2-2 count.
Yeah, we're not dealing really with any wind. The flag is barely moving. The last couple of games we've done very windy.
This one chopped to the left side. It will be fielded on the backhand by O'Dwyer. The throw across in time. And there's two down.
Yeah, O'Dwyer with a really strong throw across the diamond from the shortstop position to get the second out of the inning for Maple Grove in the field.
Yeah, had to go pretty deep in the hole. Aiden McMahon charging it from third and just couldn't quite get there. But O'Dwyer had to go a ways to his right to make the play. Stopped it on the backhand. A good strong throw across. Gets Kopp for out number two, and now Zach White fouls back the initial offering out of play.
Zach's hitting well at the plate this season. Comes up to a bat hitting .414.
And another one that he skips in front of the home plate, and certainly not an issue when there's no one on base, but Black struggling just a little bit to find the zone and find his rhythm. Up high, and White unable to check his swing. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's one Zach would love to have back, I am sure. He went after that ball way up in the zone.
This one hit well to left, and it is a fair ball. White will round and dig for second. He will be in easily with a two-out double.
Yeah, he's got some power. He's got 2 home runs on the season, but he tattooed that ball into the corner in left field. Did a really nice job of turning on that pitch, and with 2 away, post 334 looking to get a run across.
Not much chance for Van Olsen to get there, but he was able to get it back quickly and keep him from getting any further. But now another good power hitter in Patrick Wright, the first baseman, digging in. First pitch fouled back in off the hands. 0-1.
Patrick steps up to the plate hitting .417. Another one of those post 334 players. They're hitting well.
That pitch misses low and evens the count, 1-1. Black taking just a little more time with a runner on base. Fastball misses high. 2-1.
Coon Rapids trying to draw first blood.
Off speed pitch fouled back. And the count is even at 2-2. 2 outs. 2-2 count. A man at second base. Top of this first inning. Black back to the fastball, and again missing low, and Good job by Chayton Fisher so far behind the plate to keep everything in front of him. We talked about a couple of pitches in the dirt before there was anyone on, and it wasn't a problem, but now you got a runner in scoring position. Don't want to get him to get any further. This one hit back up the middle and through. They will turn White. The throw coming home from Hornbacher is not in time. Wright digging for second. He will slide in safely in front of the throw. So a RBI single for Wright. He will come home. He'll drive in the run, but then he'll advance on the throw and change places with White. Get Coon Rapids on the board here in the top of the first inning.
Yeah, White coming all along across third base. Coach Mossy sending him, but I give credit to Wright. Did a really nice job realizing that throw's coming to the plate. He's going to make sure that he took that extra base.
And Patrick, not the fleetest of foot, but able to slide in safely in front of the return throw. This one, first pitch, Manders drops it in to center field. They'll hold Wright at third as Hornbacher got it in quickly. But 3 straight hits have a 2-out rally going for post 334.
Oh, Manders slapped at that first pitch for the single to keep this rally going with 2 outs. Now an opportunity for Logan Ness, who's hitting .250 on the season, to see if he can keep this inning alive.
Ness playing the DH, hitting for the pitcher Casey Lucan. Pitch misses low, 1-0. Runner is going. Pitch was up high, but hit well by Ness. Long run. Nobody's going to get to it. Manders, who was off before the pitch, is going to score all the way from first. Ness digging for third. He'll slide in safely with a 2-run triple. It's a 3-0 Coon Rapids lead.
Again, jumping all over Noah Black here in the first inning as we're going to have a walk to the mound by head coach Scott Ross.
The hit and run was on, and the pitch was up in the zone, but Ness saw it, and he drove it. And it was well over the head of Hornbacher, all the way to the wall. Manders, who, again, was off with the pitch, able to score easily, and Ness digging hard and able to slide in safely in front of the throw with a little bit of time to spare at third base.
Absolutely. A great way for Coon Rapids to start this ball game against a really, as you talked about it, a pretty good team in Maple Grove with a lot of those high school kids coming back that were in the state tournament action last season.
Well, really, just last month.
Well, that last month, yeah, but last fall, spring season. It's a new school year coming up. But you're right, though. It's it's just the fact that these two teams playing well, as you mentioned.
Well, and I know at least Chayton Fisher behind the plate, part of the state tournament hockey team as well. I don't know if any of the others were on both state tournament teams. Tyler Donnell, the second baseman, digging in now with 2 out, and Ness at third. First pitch way up high. Black comes back with 1 in the dirt. Nice stop again by Fisher. Make sure that Ness has no chance to try and come home. 2-0.
We talk all the time about how important it is to play well behind the plate, and Fisher doing just a nice job of making sure he keeps the ball in front of him.
Off-speed pitch, ripped to right, but there for the catch is Cole Cryer. But 4 straight 2-out hits, 3 runs across. Coon Rapids up 3-0 after half an inning. Maple Grove's chance to respond right after this on CTN. Back at Maple Grove High School, Coon Rapids post 334, putting up a 3 spot with a 2-out rally in the top of the first inning. So Maple Grove post 172 as they hold to dig out of early. Aiden McMahon, the third baseman, will lead things off.
McMahon hitting .400 on the season.
Casey Lucan getting the start for post 334, and he starts with a fastball right down the pipe. Get himself ahead in the count, 0-1. Curveball hung up, and this one hit well to center, but plenty of time for McCullough to get under it, and that's out number 1.
Lucan comes in with a 2-1 record. He's pitched 12 and a third, given up 8 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. 10 strikeouts in those 12 and a third, and he's got a 1.14 earned run average. He's had a nice season on the mound so far for post 334.
That'll bring up the center fielder, Devin Hornbacher. Had a busy top half of the first inning in the field, looking to start something for his team offensively.
Hornbacher hitting .315 as he takes his opportunity.
This one slashed into left field, will fall in front of Sammy Lee. Solid one-out single.
Yeah, this is a good, up and down the lineup for the most part. This is a really good hitting ball club.
Well, and to bring up Chayton Fisher, who's hitting a mind-boggling .643.
Yeah, exactly. He's the leading hitter on this team, and yeah, like I said, we'll talk about these batters as they come up to the plate, but all but one are hitting over 300.
Pitch down in the dirt, and a good stop by Jaden Kopp. So showing his chops behind the plate early. Chayton is a guy who can hit for power. He had a home run against the Cardinals in the high school season, but this one skied to center. McCullough there in plenty of time for out number 2.
Yeah, Fisher got underneath that pitch a little bit, and it was popped up a long way. 2 outs, an opportunity for Coon Rapids to get out of the inning unscathed.
Well, Coon Rapids in the top half of the inning got 4 hits and 3 runs with 2 outs. Yep. Maple Grove hoping to respond in kind. The right fielder, Cole Cryer, digging in with 1 on and 2 out. Looks at a pitch for a strike, 0-1.
Cryer comes into this game hitting .167 through 7.
This one skied behind home plate. Kopp stumbled a little bit, but it's out of play anyway. And it's 0-2.
A good spot here for Lucan to be in, heading the count 0-2, an opportunity to work a few pitches.
Hey, way ahead now.
See what Lucan decides to do with him. 0-2 count, high fastball falling out of play. And we'll do it again. We've seen the fastballs look pretty good early on. The curveball has hung a couple of times,
yep.
And he's gotten away with it. The deep fly ball by Fisher that was skied. Of course, the foul back out of play by Cryer in this at bat. 0-2 fastball again, and another one fouled off out of play as Cryer continues to battle at the plate.
Yeah, just getting pretty much same spot he's fouling it off to. Last couple of pitches.
Curveball misses inside, 1-2. Hornbacher, a very conservative lead over at first base. 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit well, but right on a line and right to Colin McCullough. McCullough with 3 putouts in the inning. And 1 hit, 1 left for Maple Grove. It's 3-0 Coon Rapids as we head to the second on CTN. Back at Maple Grove High School, Coon Rapids a 3-0 lead as we start the second inning. Sammy Lee will lead things off. And he looks at a fastball from Noah Black for a strike, 0-1.
Sam is having a nice season at the plate, hitting .304.
Black got the first 2 outs on ground balls to the left side, and then 4 straight hits. This one just behind the second base bag. Cal Fisher able to get to it for out number 1.
Yeah, the key for Maple Grove in the field is just make sure you get out of the jam with 2 outs.
Now center fielder Colin McCullough, who had all the work in the bottom half of the first inning, looks at a pitch down and away, 1-0.
Colin also having a nice season at the plate, hitting .316 on the year. This post .334 team batting .281 as a squad.
And that one way up high, 2-0. Yeah, now we'll see if they can handle the pressure of being on a CTN broadcast.
That's
so
a lot
far,
of pressure.
0-2. This one popped up in foul territory, wide of first. Newell is there, and that is out number 2.
A relatively easy play for Cole Newell.
And 2 pretty quick outs for Noah Black in the Maple Grove squad. Back to the top of the order, Mason Myrie grounded out to short.
Mason, leading hitter on this squad, was hitting .439 before his first at bat.
Looks at a fastball for a strike, 0-1. Off-speed pitch dies low and out of the zone, 1-1. Curveball chop foul. Now Black in a good spot, trying to make it a quick inning. That was way high.
Had a little rise to it.
Pretty easy take for Myrie on that one. Another curveball that stays high, 3-2.
Yeah, Black was ahead in the count, but now he's a pitch away from walking Mason.
He'll go back to the fastball and get him swinging for out number 3. Black able to retire the Coon Rapids squad in order after an inning and a half. It's Coon Rapids 3, Maple Grove 0. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN. Back in Maple Grove High School, a beautiful evening for baseball. The clouds have rolled in. The wind has picked up ever so slightly to break up some of the humidity, and 2 pretty good ball clubs. Coon Rapids with the 3-run rally with 2 outs in the first. This one skied first pitch of the bottom half of the second in foul territory. Zach White makes the catch for out number 1.
Yeah, he retired a pretty good hitter on the first pitch. Cal Fisher was hitting .407 as he went to the plate. Coon Rapids will take those quick outs anytime.
That'll bring up the first baseman, Cole Newell. Maple Grove with 1 hit in the bottom half of the first inning. Curveball stays inside, 1-0.
Newell hitting .333 on the season.
A little sharper break on that curveball from Lucan than what we saw in the first. His curveball was hanging just a little bit. Goes back to the fastball, and this one pounded right back through the middle for a 1-out single.
Yeah, he turned on that pitch, and again, no opportunity for the defense to get to it before it went back through the box. And
that'll bring up the pitcher, Noah Black. Opportunity to help his own cause. Maybe take out a little frustrations from that 2-out rally in the top of the first inning. Looks at a pitch low.
Yeah, and again, good job by Kopp to keep that ball in front of him, keep it out of the getting by the dirt.
Fastball swung on and missed, evens the count at 1-1.
Lucan asking for a new baseball.
I'm not sure. Have we seen Lucan in any of our broadcasts?
I don't think so.
During the high school season, or we've only done the 2 games of Legion ball thus far, but I believe this is our first chance to witness
I think so.
him on the mound. Another good fastball. They try and backpick the runner and Throw was a little wide, but Patrick Wright able to make a nice grab. Sliding back safely, though, was Newell.
Yeah, we talked about before. You're always concerned with that play. We saw one of the games we did that he overthrew first base, and
well, and I like
him being aggressive.
I
Absolutely.
like an aggressive catcher. This one hit high to right field. Tracking it is Myrie. He will get there for the catch and the out. 2 away.
No, I'm all for aggressive catchers. I think it's great because you've got that opportunity to get yourself an out.
But yeah, you have to. It has to be a throw the first baseman can field, and when it's a right-handed batter at the plate, the one that you were referring to, I think he was trying to throw around a left-handed batter, which
makes it very difficult.
Always an added. It makes it a little extra difficult, but it's one of those. It's one of those judgment calls. If it works, you're a hero, but
if it
doesn't, you're the GOAT.
Yep.
And when we say you're the GOAT, we're not talking greatest of all time.
That's you.
Hardly.
Oh, Dwyer's hitting .556 on the season.
This one fouled back out of play, 1-1.
Yeah, got an opportunity with a pretty good hit. Michael Grove does with a pretty good hitter to keep this inning going here with 2 outs.
Curveball stays high. 2-1. Misses with a fastball outside. 3-1.
Now Lucan in a bit of his tough spot here. A 3-1 count and a runner on first.
It's his first time with a 3-ball count.
We call it.
Kind of a late call on the strike at the letters makes it a full count, and now Newell will be off with the pitch. This one skied on the left side in foul territory. White tracking it. It's called off of it by Manders, who makes the catch as he goes to his seat. And again, a 1-out single. Batter or runner left stranded at first base. It's still 3-0 Coon Rapids after 2 innings of American Legion baseball on CTN. Ready to start the 3rd inning here at Maple Grove. Coon Rapids with 3 runs in the top of the 1st inning. And that is where we stand as we start the 3rd. Jaden Kopp, Zach White, and Patrick Wright, the scheduled hitters. Noah Black, after a rough outing in the 1st, really after getting 2 quick outs, 4 straight hits with 2 outs led to those 3 runs. Curveball breaks perfectly for him right there across the plate and freezes Kopp to make it 1-1.
Yeah, just a nice pitch. That ball looked like it was going to be high in the zone and just dropped.
But after that, he had a great 2nd inning with retiring Coon Rapids in order with just 11 pitches. Tried to go back to that curveball, didn't get quite the same break on it. It's 2-1. Leaning on the hook, and he gets another one to break through the zone, and he's ahead in the count, 2-2.
Coon Rapids seeing what they can do about increasing their 3-0 lead here in this inning.
Fastball is in the dirt, ball 4. It's the first walk of the ball game. And it's the leadoff man, Jaden Kopp, that gets aboard for Coon Rapids here in the 3rd.
Yeah, just the way you want to start here in top of the 3rd for post 334. Get that leadoff runner on with a pretty good hitter at the plate.
That'll bring up Zach White. He had a double, scored a run. He started the 2-out rally in that 1st inning. Fastball is high, 1-0. Fastball misses low, 2-0. Fastball skied on the right side, short right field. Cryer in position, squeezes it for out number 1.
Yeah, Zach wasn't happy about that. He knew he got underneath that pitch. And
well, he finally got a fastball
Yep.
right down the middle on a 2-0 count. And I just got under it a little bit. Patrick Wright, an RBI single, and then scored a run. Pitch down and away, 1-0. I'm always interested to see other scorebooks because the Coon Rapids scorebook may have his as a double. He did end up at second
he
base.
did, but the throw came to the plate, so he was able to take second base because of it. They throw that to second. He doesn't get that base.
Correct. That would be my argument.
Mine as well.
Fastball right down the middle, belt high, evens the count 1-1. Kopp is off. Pitch is a strike. Kopp slides in just in front of a good throw from Fisher. And he'll have a stolen base. But Black ahead in the count, 1-2. And Kopp got a great jump. But on a fastball and with a good arm from behind the plate, Chayton Fisher just barely missing getting him out. Curveball falls in, strike 3 called. Second strikeout of the game for Black.
Yeah, and that's a big second out here in the top of the third because you've got a runner in scoring position now. You've got two outs, just opportunity to get out of the inning without any runs coming across.
Mark Manders singled on the first pitch he saw in the first inning, later scored on the Logan Ness triple. Fastball is right there, and it's 0-1. Speed pitch, grounded to the left side, backhanded by O'Dwyer. The throw in time, but it bounces away from Newell. Kopp will come home to score on the error. And Coon Rapids has stretched it to a 4-0 lead.
Again, that's a tough throw by O'Dwyer as he's deep in the hole at shortstop. And he had to put a lot of mustard on that throw, and unfortunately it wasn't where it needed to be. And
boy, do I wish that I had a replay because it's tough to call it an error. They're going to call it a hit on the scoreboard. First pitch hit high to left in foul territory, drifting and unable to make the catch is Van Olsen. So then if it's a single, it's an RBI single for Mark Manders.
Well, they put a hit on the board. So
yeah. And so that leadoff walk comes back to bite Noah Black. Ness has new life after Olsen unable to corral it in foul territory. Runner is off. Curveball is, I think, called a strike. Didn't even have to slide. Manders was in safely. Yeah, it was called a strike. But a little bit easier to get there on the curveball as opposed to the fastball that Kopp tried to steal on, or did steal on, I should say.
That's Manders' second stolen base of the season. So it could happen with 2 in this inning.
Pitch up high, 1-2. Ness with a 2-run triple that he hammered over the head of the center fielder. This pitch in the dirt, skips away from Chayton Fisher all the way to the dugout. Big turn at third base for Manders, but he'll stay there. Gets 90 feet on the wild pitch.
Coon Rapids trying to put up a crooked number here in the top of the third.
Curveball called the strike. 2 strikeouts in the inning, both on frozen batters by that curveball, but Coon Rapids does get one more. They lead 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the third on CTN. Back at Maple Grove High School, we have a new pitcher on the hill for Coon Rapids. Logan Ness taking over here to start the bottom of the third inning. So 2 innings, 2 hits, no runs, no strikeouts, no walks
He
for
pitched
Casey
well.
Lukin. Through just 25 pitches. Ness will take over, facing the number 9 hitter, Van Olsen. Fastball blown past him to even the count 1-1.
Olsen hitting .375 on the season from the 9th spot.
Another fastball swung on and missed.
Logan comes in with a 2-0 record. He's pitched 16 2/3 innings, giving up 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, 18 strikeouts in those 16 2/3, and a 1.26 earned run.
Well, he's got some really good velocity in that one, just off the outside edge. 2-2. Olsen just barely able to check his swing on that pitch that was high, 3-2.
It looked like he committed, but official doesn't call it, and that's what it's going to be in the books.
Gets a piece of that one and keeps his at bat alive. We'll try again at 3-2. Up and away, ball 4. And a leadoff walk for Van Olsen and Maple Grove.
Tough to walk that leadoff hitter.
Well, it came back to bite Maple Grove in the top half of this third inning. And back to the top of the order, Aiden McMahon, a fly ball to center field in his first at bat, his first look here at Logan Ness. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, and a pretty good hitting ball club, looking to see if they can get on the board here in the bottom half of the third. Trailing 4-0.
Pitch misses inside, 1-1. Fastball for a strike. Throw just barely beat back to the bag by Van Olsen.
Yeah, he just fired that ball down to first.
Yeah, Olsen was well off the bag.
Yes, he was.
And we talked about it earlier. You know, the Cop not afraid to be aggressive.
Nope.
Calling for the high heat. This one stayed down in the zone, chopped to short on a second hop. They will get the out at second. No chance for the double play.
Yeah, that was hit deep to the hole and short, and Manders with that high hop, just as you mentioned, the only play to get the lead runner, and just barely.
That'll bring up Devin Hornbacher. He had a single right back through the middle in his first at bat. Now with a runner on and one away. First pitch hit right to second, and then Donnell's flip to Manders mishandled, and that will be an error.
That's unfortunate.
Possible double play ball,
Absolutely.
and instead 2 on with only 1 out. That'll bring up Chayton Fisher. Fly ball to center field in his first at bat, now with a big opportunity, a couple of runners on and only 1 out. As we talked about before, he's a solid average guy, but he's also got power. Fastball in for a strike, 1-1. Had a 3-run shot in the Crimson win over Coon Rapids in the regular high school season, a game that we witnessed.
Yes.
Pitch down low.
That was
Nice
a great,
stop by Kopp.
really nice stop.
Fastball in to even the count. 2-2. And this one skied back out of play. We'll try again at 2-2. This one skied will get out of play down the third base line. Fisher getting his money's worth in this at bat.
Yeah, that he is.
Another 2-2 pitch from Logan Ness. This one skied and another one back out of play.
Again, just doing a really nice job protecting the plate, making sure he keeps his at-bat alive. As you mentioned, as we talked about, pretty good hitter, and like to straighten one out.
Misses outside and the count is full. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. And we'll try for number 10.
And then, again, just a really good job of just getting contact with the ball.
His first at-bat was just 2 pitches.
Yeah, it's a little different one.
Misses outside, ball 4, second walk of the inning for Logan Ness. And the bases are loaded with only one away.
Kopp's going to take a walk out to the mound, as is head coach Matt Mossy, to talk to Logan Ness.
Cole Cryer digging in. He flew out to center field in his first at bat. Now with bases loaded and nobody out, his team one out. His team trailing 4-0, and he takes one off the hip and gets the RBI on hit by pitch. Maple Grove on the board.
Yeah, he'll take any opportunity, even if he has to use his body to get on base.
So the bases stay loaded for Cal Fisher. Popped up in foul territory in his first at bat. Looks at a cutter for a strike, 0-1. Fastball gets Ness ahead in the count, 0-2. Sixth batter of the inning for Maple Grove. Curveball, he got out in front of it and got a piece of it to foul it off toward the Coon Rapids dugout. This one rolled to third. They'll come home. Scooped up by Kopp. He bobbled it a little bit. It was a little clumsy, but he's able to get the out at the plate.
Yeah, and you got to make sure you keep your foot on the plate too when you're trying to scramble for a loose ball. He did. Big second out of the inning for Coon Rapids.
So the bases stay loaded for Cole Newell. 2 out now, one across in the inning. Newell with a hot shot back through the middle of the box. This one he had to duck away from, got away from Kopp. Here comes the runner. He is in safely. And there's 2 on the board. All the runners move up. Tying run in scoring position.
Yeah, Maple Grove able to manufacture a couple of runs, one based on a wild pitch. And this Coon Rapids is trying to get out of this inning.
2-0 pitch. Newell got just a piece of it. This one hit well toward the gap in left center. It will tie this ball game up as Cal Fisher will score easily from second. A 2-run double for Cole Newell, and it's a whole new ball game.
Yeah, well, we talked about it. This is an awfully good team in Maple Grove, and they're a really good hitting team, and it's going to be tough to keep them down. And Coon Rapids did a nice job of jumping out to that 4-0 lead, but now with a big 4-run inning so far here for post 172 of Maple Grove, and we're going to see a pitching change.
So we will take a short break as John Ankerfeld gets warmed up and tries to get Coon Rapids out of this inning. It's 4-4 here in the bottom of the third inning on CTN. Back at Maple Grove High School, Johnny Ankerfeld will come out after a rough outing for
to say the least.
Logan Ness, and 3 of the 4 runs at least unearned. The error was definitely a turning point in the inning.
Yeah, that was.
And Maple Grove is taking full advantage of it. Just one hit in the inning.
Yeah, but looking to keep it going here.
Noah Black feeling pretty good watching it all from the dugout, seeing his team come back and get the game back to even after he gave up 3 runs in the first and another in the top half of this third inning. Chance for him to give his team the lead with a go-ahead run in scoring position.
Ankerfeld comes in. He's thrown 3 2/3 innings. Does not have any wins or losses on the season. He's given up 10 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned, a 9.56 ERA.
Gets that one past Black swinging, 2-1. This one foul and out of play.
Heading for the cars.
I considered parking in that parking lot.
See,
down
I did
there.
it first until I saw your car. And then I said, I'm going to move it at the other lot.
Well, and I'm not. When I parked there was no one in this lot back on the first base or third base side, and still not sure I'm in a real safe place. But Ankerfeld's able to come out and get a strikeout and get the inning finished. But a big inning for Maple Grove. They put up 4. They even the score. It's 4-4 going to inning 4 on CTN. Back at Maple Grove High School, a tie ball game now after a 4-run bottom half of the third inning. Maple Grove really taking advantage of the error by the Cardinal infield, or the Rapids infield.
Yeah, that was huge because that was pretty much tailor-made double play and would have gotten them out of the inning.
Black starting off with a curveball that misses down and into Tyler Donnell. Donnell a fly ball to right field in his first at bat. This one grounded on the right side, scooped up by Fisher. The throw to Newell, and there's one away.
Quick first out for Maple Grove in the field here in the top of the fourth.
Sammy Lee popped it up to second base in his first at bat. Now with one away here in the fourth, looks at a fastball high, 1-0. Black working relatively quickly, misses down and away, 2-0.
Yeah, Maple Grove would like a quick inning here. Get back to the plate after scoring 4 runs in the bottom of the third.
This one skied in foul territory down the first baseline. Long run for Newell and just out of his reach. It'll be 2-1.
Yeah, he's looking at that fence, making sure that he wanted to make a play on the ball, but he also did not want to run into that fence.
And actually, Cal Fisher is at first base now, not Cole Newell. This one rolled to the left side, scooped up, and thrown across to Fisher for out number 2. So we've got several. Looks like Van Olsen is.
Well, I think
who is now at third base. Is that 22 or is that 27?
27.
Okay. So we've moved some pieces around. Colin McCullough, the batter for Coon Rapids. Foul and out of play, 1-1. Okay, so these changes were made and handed to us right before we just.
Well, and we didn't bother to look. Is that what you're saying? Actually, it was actually handed to us as the game started. We were already on air. But there's some players that were on this roster that I was sent earlier today that they're on the roster that they gave us before the game. We're not on that roster earlier. So, such as Nathan Schmidt.
So 2-out walk for Colin McCullough.
Well, we saw Coon Rapids rally with 2 outs earlier in this game, and they're looking to see if they can do the same thing here in the top of the 4th with a run around 2 away. And a good hitter at the plate.
Guys,
we're all kinds of wrong.
So pretty much everyone we've talked about in the field for Maple Grove has been wrong. A couple of guys at the plate have been wrong. So we got that going for us.
Well, nobody informed us that they changed it until like after the game started. It makes it a little difficult on our behalf, but we don't pay much attention anyway. So that's our excuse. We're going to stick with it because we're not even looking at the at the lineup after it was handed to us. We thought, oh.
They have the runner off. The throw goes over the head of second base, and now McCullough will dig for third base, and he is in there safely with 2 away.
Yeah, and again on a play where they should have had him at second base. That overthrow cost him a base, and now with an opportunity, a base hit here with 2 away, gets a run.
A pie now, 2-1 to Mason Myrie. Good looking curveball right there to even it up 2-2. Another curveball. This one fouled off out of play. This one to the left side. O'Dwyer up with it. Throws over to Fisher for out number 3. And the Rapids leave a runner stranded at third base. Still 4-4 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Back at Maple Grove, trying to figure out who's who and what order. So,
yeah, well,
they just kind of shuffled the lineup. So Sam Kleiber, the DH, is hitting second. No, but this is Brian O'Dwyer, who is hitting in the number 7 spot instead of the number 8 spot where we had him.
Just throw your scorebook out.
Pretty much at this point.
It's not like you need it for Sportsnet.
That's true. No, Dwyer is in the 8th spot where he had been.
Nice pitch there by Ankerfeld.
Gets him ahead of the count 1 and 2.
Nice.
And he gets the strikeout. He struck out both batters he's faced so far. That'll bring up Devin Hornbacher, who we originally had in as the number 2 hitter.
Yeah, 2, 9. It's close.
And Noah Black is not in the lineup, but whatever. Just throw it on out.
Well, it helps.
He's one of the few people who has not changed positions though. 1-1 pitch, dropped into short left field for a 1-out single.
So I guess we have that going for us. Well, any broadcast that you don't want graphics on, I guess this is a good one.
Well, and any Maple Grove fans that have been watching are like,
what are these guys?
Do they have any idea who they're talking about?
Who are these fools?
Do they look at jersey numbers? And the answer is not really.
No. Well, we were thrown for a loop last game because they gave out different jerseys, and not all the numbers were the same. We were fortunate that we found that out before.
We are very full of excuses.
Well, capital E. Hey, we've earned it.
Aiden McMahon has stayed in the same spot in the lineup.
Yep.
So we've had him right when he's been at the plate. But he is now at second base and not third base. So
we got that going for us.
1-1 count with 1 out and a runner at first base. This one hit into right field. It's going to fall in front of Mason Myrie for a single, back-to-back singles. And the Maple Grove squad's got something cooking again.
Yeah, just one away, runners at first and second. We've talked about them. Granted, they didn't only got 1 hit in that inning. They scored 4 runs. However, they were able to take advantage of those opportunities, and they're looking to do so again here in the bottom half of the 4th.
Sam Kleiber, the DH, fouls off the first offering. Reached on an error last time up. So hopefully we'll have some of that straightened out. And now they'll start making lineup changes.
Of course, that just as you erase and put new names in there, they're going to just play with you.
Kleiber takes the pitch outside, 2-1. 2 on, 1 out here. Maple Grove trailed 4-0 before putting up a 4 spot in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Now threatening to take their first lead here in the bottom of the 4th. This one poked back up the middle. Scooped up by Manders, tags the bag, throws, but not in time to get Kleiber at first.
Hey, good turn.
Yeah, he threw it over there with some authority, but just by the hair beat it out. The Coon Rapids faithful thought that it was a double play, but they're not
Let's
getting
go to the replay.
Oh, we don't have one.
So that'll bring up the catcher, Chayton Fisher. He walked, and his courtesy runner did score. Had quite the battle.
Yep.
Saw 10 pitches before earning the walk.
Kopp took a walk out to talk to Ankerfeld before he throws this first pitch to Fisher.
Fastball misses outside, 1-0. And another pitch outside, 2-0. Go ahead run, Devin Hornbacher standing at third base. Kleiber, the DH, is at first. 2-0 pitch is outside, and it's a 3-0 count to Fisher. I would not be surprised to see with a good average and power guy that he might be green light on 3-0, but that pitch outside, ball 4.
So that'll load him up.
Let's go, Johnny.
Going to bring up Cole Cryer playing in left field.
Are you sure?
Yes, he is now. He is now, I think. Unless they.
We'll check it when they take the field next.
Let's not make promises we're not going to fulfill.
I said we'll check it. I didn't say
maybe. We'll try.
We'll try.
Pitch up high, 1-0.
Go, Johnny. All right, Cole. Make it pay now. Ground ball. Come on.
Another pitch up high, 2-0. Van Olsen is the courtesy runner at first base. Fastball fouled back out of play.
Go, John.
Inside, 3-1.
Go, John.
Anker felt in danger of walking a run home.
Oh, we saw a hit batter with bases loaded in the third inning. This one hit well toward the gap in left center. Hornbacher will score. This will fall just short of the wall. Kleiber comes in, and here comes Van Olsen. It's going to be a 3-run double for Cole Cryer, and just like that, it's a 7-4 lead for Maple Grove.
Yeah, Cryer really jumped all over that fastball, and he gave it a ride to the deepest part of left center field.
Well, he knew 3-1. He was going to see a good pitch, and he took full advantage.
He did.
And as quickly as they had a 4-0 lead, the Coon Rapids team now trails 7-3. Cal Fisher now playing at first base, originally in our books as a second baseman. But he stayed in the same spot in the lineup.
He did.
So I'm relatively certain that he is 0 for 2 with a pop-up and a fielder's choice. He did score a run. This one skied in foul territory and will get out of play. So it's 1-1. I feel worst for Nathan Schmidt, who is at third base, was not on the roster we originally had. And he's 2 for 2 with a 2-run double in that big 4-run third. Pitch well up high, 2-1. Good looking curveball there to even the count. Looked like it was coming up and in to Fisher, and it dropped through the zone to even the count. Up and in and a full count. Hit hard on a line, but a good snag by Zach White at third to end the inning. But again, 3 runs on a big base-clearing 2-out double by Cole Cryer has Maple Grove in the lead 7-4. We head to the 5th. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTF. Back at Maple Grove High School, and Coon Rapids now in a hole after leading this one 4-0 early. They now trail by a 7-4 score. Jaden Kopp leading off here in the 5th. Takes a pitch at the knees, strike one. Noah Black had a rough first inning, but has been relatively solid since. But he is behind in the count to the leadoff man here, 3-1. Gave up a leadoff walk back in the 3rd inning, and that walk did come around to score. He's got 2 walks in the ball game, 3 strikeouts. That is in for a strike, and the count is full.
Well, now Maple Grove has a little cushion for the first time today as they've taken a 7-4 lead here in the top of the 5th.
Fastball just misses low, ball 4. And it was Jaden Kopp that earned that leadoff walk in his last at bat, and later his runner came in to score. He'll be replaced by Garrett Rotzine on the bases. I think he actually ran the last time. Yeah, because he had the stolen base. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Kopp did. Yep.
High fly to deep center field. Back is Hornbacher, just in front of the wall, makes the catch on a good drive by Zach White that comes up just a few feet too short.
Yeah, he did give it a ride, and Hornbacher had to go all the way to the base of the fence to make that catch. Good one at that, but out number 1 here.
Brings up Patrick Wright. Had an RBI single and scored in that first inning. Punched out in his second at bat on a big bender from Black.
Hey, drive one out here, Patty. Give it a ride.
Check Rotzine. He's back safely. This one fouled off of Wright, and it's 1-1.
Go, Patrick. Go, Patty.
Curveball had no curve to it
No,
whatsoever.
It did not. It stayed up.
2-1. Runner is off. This one fouled, not a play.
Go, Patty. Hey, drive it out there.
Throw down is not in time as Rotzine slides back safely. The pitch didn't miss by much,
No.
down and away. It'll be a full count.
with one out and one on. Runner is off. Pitch is a called strike and throw not in time, so Ratzin has the stolen base, but Wright down on strikes for the second time tonight.
So now you got a couple outs with the runners in scoring position and Mark Manders at the plate.
Manders 2 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. Couple of singles in his 2 at-bats. Again, looking to get that curveball to break, and it didn't at all. Stayed way up and in. But when he gets it, it gets it working. It can be effective. One skips, and they've got the runner hung up between second and third. The throw over to Schmidt in time, and the 2-6-5 out on the bases ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Maple Grove 7, Coon Rapids 4 on CTN. So bottom of the fifth inning, Maple Grove now with 4 runs in the third and 3 in the fourth have a 7-4 lead after they trailed this one 4-0. Nathan Schmidt digging in. He's 2 for 2 with a single, a double, a couple of RBI.
We have a new pitcher for Coon Rapids, Tyler Donnell, on the mound.
Go, Tyler.
So who? Oh, and Ankerfeld's at
That's second.
second.
Yep. Programs. Get your programs. Donnell comes in with a 1-0 record. He's pitched 4 innings. He's given up 1 hit. And obviously a 0.00 earned run average.
Is it obvious, though?
Well, yeah, no 1 hit, no runs. Of course, I didn't mention that, so. Oh, that's flying.
That throw was well off the line, and they're going to start this one off with an error.
Yeah, he telegraphed that one.
Did I really just forget that melody?
So now Van Olsen is going to get an opportunity to hit.
Well, he was just waiting to get into your scorebook.
Well, to get removed from my
Yeah,
scorebook
and then
so
to
that he
put
could
it
then
back
later
in,
get
yeah.
added back in. He's run the bases a couple of times as a courtesy runner for the catcher, Chayton Fisher. And he replaces Cole Newell in the order. Newell was 0 for 2. Runner is off, and Donnell didn't even look. So Schmidt with a steal after reaching on an error.
Now Kopp's going to take a walk out and talk to Donnell.
So a runner in scoring position with nobody out. This one popped up in the infield. In on it is Manders for out number 1.
Let's go, Tyler.
Got to bring up Brian O'Dwyer 0 for 2 today. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. Outside evens the count.
Didn't miss by much, but just off the plate.
This one hit back up the middle, and it will get by a diving Manders. They're going to send the runner. Now we're going to hold him. Too late. He's coming home without a throw as it was cut off in the middle of the infield. And it'll be an RBI single for Brian O'Dwyer.
Again, it looked like they were holding him. They were telling him not to run. He ran through it. And he was fortunate because they should have had him at the plate.
To make it an 8-4 lead. Well, originally he was being waved home, and then they tried to hold him. I think he kind of stutter-stepped and then just went. And the throw was cut off in the middle of the infield, and I don't know if they expected him to turn and go back to third, but he came jogging in, and it's an 8-4 lead.
And again, they had the opportunity to throw him out the plate when they were cut off, but it didn't. I don't think he saw it.
Devin Hornbacher singled and scored last time. Hit and run is on. This one drops into short center field. His second hit of the game. Bottom of the order coming up big for Maple Grove here in the fifth. Back to the top of the order. Aiden McMahon, 1 for 3 with a single. He did score a run in the 4-run third inning. Now with 2 on and 1 out. Pitch misses outside, 1-0. This one fouled back out of play, 1-1.
Already a run across in this inning for Maple Grove. The post 334 can ill afford to give up any additional. Are now down by 4.
This one hit into right field. Everybody moves up 90 feet. 3 straight singles. Bases loaded with 1 away. And Maple Grove threatening to put up another big number here in the 5th inning. Sam Kleiber has reached all 3 times a single, reached on an error, reached on a fielder's choice. Looks at a pitch in the dirt, 1-0.
And again, a nice stop by Kopp. It's a Kopp stop.
Another pitch in the dirt. This one hits solidly, and it will get past Ankerfeld. They're going to try and score 2. The throw is coming home. It's wide. It will be a 2-run single, and the runners will advance on the throw. So 2 in scoring position. Still only 1 out.
Yeah, they've been able to expand that lead. Last 3 innings, 4 runs in the bottom of the 3rd, 3 in the bottom of the 4th, now 3 here in the bottom of the 5th.
And Chayton Fisher, 0 for 1, a couple of walks. Takes a pitch outside. After having a 10-pitch battle in the 3rd inning that led to a walk, he walked on 4 pitches in the 4th. This one skips and gets underneath Kopp. Both runners are going to advance on the wild pitch. McMahon comes home to score. Kleiber over to 3rd. They're going to put Aiden Hansen in as a pinch runner at 3rd. 2-0 pitch to Fisher is wide, 3-0. Still only one out, 4 runs on the board here in this 5th inning for Maple Grove. They have scored 11 unanswered since they fell behind 4-0, and it's another 4-pitch walk for Chayton Fisher.
Little Cashmere.
Ethan Zimmerman will be his courtesy runner this time as they have inserted Olson into the lineup. Cole Cryer had the 3-run double in the 4th inning. Runner is off, pitches inside, throw goes down. They tag, but the double steal works as Hansen comes home to score.
That will make it 12-4.
So they do get the second out. And the bases are now clear, and this one skied just beyond first base. Patrick Wright drifting to his left, just in foul territory, makes the catch to finally end the inning, but 5 runs on the board, and it is a 12-4 Maple Grove lead. The hole has gotten deeper for the post 334 squad, now trailing Maple Grove 12-4 as we start the top of the 6th inning. Mark Manders, who was at the plate when they picked the runner off at second base, takes a pitch high, 1-0. And now a fastball at the belt to even the count. Big swinging strike. Makes it 1-2. Tries to bend that one across, but it stays high.
Let's go, Marky Mark.
Misses outside, trying to tempt him, and it's a full count.
Well, as you said, awfully big hole to dig out here for Coon Rapids. Like to start this inning with getting Manders on base.
Swung on and missed, and a strikeout to start the inning for Noah Black.
Let's go, John.
Ankerfeld with his first at bat.
Oh, and he's been struggling at the plate, batting under 100 at 0.83.
Sometimes it just takes one.
That's all it does.
Up high, 3-0. Fouled off, out of play.
Let's go, John.
Ball 4. Free base for Ankerfeld with one away.
Well, John will take that, get an opportunity to get on first with the one out.
bring up Tyler Donnell.
Let's see it.
0 for 2 this afternoon. First pitch finds the hole on the right side. Solid single.
Good boy, Tyler.
Coon Rapids trying to claw their way back into this ball game.
Well, they're going to need plenty of those if they're going to.
Go back.
Down by 8.
I think that might be the end of the night for Noah Black.
He's pitched pretty well.
And we are going to have a pitching change as they're going to bring Van Olsen, the lefty, in from right field. So we'll take a break as he gets warm. We'll be back with more of the 6th inning after this. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN. Back at Maple Grove High School, and Van Olsen will be the new pitcher.
With runners at first and second for Coon Rapids and just one away. Great opportunity here for Zach Novak. Pretty good hitter, hitting .316. See if he can try and get Coon Rapids back into this contest.
His first at bat of the evening. He takes a fastball for a strike. Curveball in the dirt. Evens the count.
Go, Zach.
They'll throw down to first base, and Donnell able to slide back safely. 2-1 count to Novak. Another pitch in the dirt. Good stop by Fisher. Keeps the runners from advancing, but a 3-1 count now. And Olsen in danger of walking his first batter. It's in there for a strike, and it's a full count. Coon Rapids jumped out to a 4-0 lead in the 3rd inning. But since then, 12 unanswered for Maple Grove. Coon Rapids had 3 in the first and added another in the 3rd to take a 4-0 lead. Maple Grove answered quickly with 4 in the bottom of that 3rd inning. Then it took the lead with a 3-run 4th and piled it on with 5 in the 5th. Ground ball to 3rd. Gets the fielder's choice. They get the lead runner.
And that was the important one for the Crimson, just to avoid Coon Rapids scoring a run. Now you go two away with runners at first and second.
And now Colin McCullough coming in. Oh for 1 with a walk. But yeah, they, as you mentioned, after the single by Donnell, they need a lot of those. Called strike. Fisher bluffs the throw down to first, but Donnell slides back safely. The count is 1-1. Curveball that didn't curve stays up high, 2-1.
Let's go, Colin.
Fastball swung on and missed, 2-2.
Well, here an opportunity for Maple Grove to get out of the inning without allowing any runs.
And he pulled the string on him, got the McCullough to swing through out in front of the changeup for strike 3. Coon Rapids leaves a couple stranded. They trail 12-4 going to the bottom of the 6th on CTN. Catching. Back at Maple Grove High School, and Coon Rapids has shuffled the deck.
Too many changes to even go through.
Zach White now catching for Mark Manders. That's just the start of the changes. Maple Grove scored 4 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, 5 in the 5th. If they can score 2 here in the 6th, that would end this one with a 10-run rule. So Jaden Kopp out in left field. Zach Novak at 3rd. Garrett Rotzine at short. This one chopped. Couple of hops. Fielded by Novak. The throw to Myrie now covering the bag at 1st for out number 1. Ankerfeld at 2nd.
He's been there for a little bit. Yeah.
And McCullough in center are the only 2 position players in the same spot as his last inning. And Donnell now out in right field. Is that right? This one hit into short center. It will fall in front of McCullough. First pitch single for Nathan Schmidt, his 3rd hit of the ball game for Maple Grove. That'll bring up Olson, who is now on the mound for Maple Grove. One out, one on for Van Olson. His second at bat popped up his first opportunity. They tried to bunt, and this one's back to the backstop. Pitch is outside, 1-1. This one grounded to the right side, scooped up by Ankerfeld, gets it to Myrie for out number 2. Schmidt advances to second base on the play, but now 2 away.
Yeah, again, no opportunity to get the runner at second, so you got to make sure you take that automatic out for out number 2.
They'll bring up Brian O'Dwyer. RBI single in his last at bat. He comes up with a runner at second base. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. His team up 12-4, and that one got away from him a little bit.
Just a bit.
Bat all the way to the backstop. Might want to get some pine tar.
Oh, they're going to get a little mud on there.
Chayton Fisher bringing out
That's a great
the
teammate.
rag. Get a little stick 'em on there. You don't see that very often.
No.
I mean, obviously, when it's real humid and sweaty out, it'll happen occasionally. But swung right through. The bat just kept on going. 1-1. And now outside makes it 2-1. clips the fastball at the knees, 2-2.
Oh, didn't miss by much.
Just outside, full count. Manders trying to get his team back to the dugout. They need 8 to tie. They want to make it any worse. This one hit to center and tracked down by McCullough in the alley in left center. And that will get us through 6 innings. It's Maple Grove 12, Coon Rapids 4. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN. So Coon Rapids, one last chance to try and get back into this game, but they need everything to come together here in the top of the 7th inning. They trail by 8. Mason Myrie digging in. His first look at Van Olsen, who came in relief in the top of the 6th inning and got that last couple of outs. Got a piece of it, but ends up in Fisher's mitt. It's 1-1. Myrie a little late on the swing and comes up empty, 2-2. Fastball just misses on the outside edge.
It certainly did.
Full count. Gets that one by him as well. Second strikeout of the game for Van Olsen. He's only faced 3 batters. Bring up Jaden Cobb, now playing in left field. He's 0 for 1 with a couple of walks. Has a stolen base and a scored run. Lays off a pitch down and away, 1-0. This one skied just behind second base. Charging in to make the catch is Hornbacher. He got a little bit of a late jump on it, but gets there to make the catch for out number 2. And Coon Rapids down to its final out.
Yeah, he had to make kind of a long run to get in there to make that catch, but nonetheless did a good job of doing it.
Zach White doubled and scored in his first at bat since then. A couple of fly ball outs. Last one to center was very well hit, but tracked down by Hornbacher. Looks at a pitch that breaks in there for a strike, 0-1. And Howie, we talked about it the last week when we did the Legion game. Maybe we're not such a good thing for the Legion games. Well, now this will put them at 9-5.
Correct.
But 0-3 in CTN games.
So you think Matt will really text me and say, please don't come back?
You know, it's okay if you just leave us alone the rest of the
you know
way.
What?
I mean, this is a very good ball club.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt about it.
Chample Park's a very good team as well. But, you know, there's in all of these games, this one hit really well and deep to left, but foul.
Yeah. There's a lot of drama in that one.
Well, and I lost sight of it, so
I thought it was going
could
over the fence, but
I thought it might as well, but all I could do is watch the home plate umpire who finally said foul. I suppose I could have trusted the incomparable Dave Emmy
Yeah.
and his camera work to
Yeah, he's pointing
to
it
see
out. He's
where
pointing
that-
out how cool he
where
is and how
that
good he is.
ball was, but we'll try again at 0-2. Wright battling, trying to keep this game alive. So in all of the games that we've done, though, they've also had at least one inning where they had some errors and
Correct.
gave up some unearned runs, and that was the case again. In that third inning, 3 of the 4 runs that brought it back to a tie game were unearned.
Maple Grove bench thought that was his 3rd strike.
It was not.
Correct. They thought it was.
Gets him swinging on the low fastball, and he does get 2 strikeouts in the inning, 3 in his short relief stint. And Maple Grove with a convincing 12-4 win.
Yeah, as you mentioned, the post 334 squad's going to drop to 9-5. That'll move Maple Grove to 6-2 on this season.
And it's just unfortunate that if we're a luck charm, it's unfortunately a bad luck charm.
And we have them again next Tuesday.
Well, we'll
So
hope
see.
for it. We'll hope for a win.
Unless Matt says, please don't come.
But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score is Maple Grove 12, Coon Rapids 4. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continue to support everything we do here at CTN. For Dave Emmy on the camera, Aaron Miles running the computer, and Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young saying good night.